My Hero Academia. This is My Hero Academia, chapter 288.
Who's in the ship?
Save Takeo, best genius.
Who's in the ship?
Best genius. We start off with an aircraft.
You think so? I thought so too.
Everybody in the world knows this is best genius.
What do you think, Brian? You didn't have any other thoughts aside from best genius?
The ship?
No, whoever's in. You know, the chapter starts out with an airship flying through the air.
I don't know.
It's best genius.
I don't even know where the fuck this is coming from. It could be Captain America too.
Imagine.
Hope, man. Oh.
Imagine it's just the
I'm
whole
guessing
Avengers.
It's gonna be Marvel if there's gonna be a crossover, right?
Yeah.
Probably not DC.
It could be best genius, honestly.
It is best genius.
I mean, if it was Spider-Man, that'd be pretty lit too.
Who else would it be? Because whoever's driving the plane is like, it's not it's especially since you're not back to full health yet. Who else do we know off screen that was hurt, but for whatever reason?
Headshot.
Headshot is still in the battlefield. You mean they just picked up Edshot real fast and then flew off in this big ass plane? No. It's best genius, guys. Get over it. Okay, so we cut to the city as Gigantomachia is just still tearing through. He's been tearing through the city for what feels like 5 chapters now. And Toga seems to spot Ururaka and Suyu. So she's like, "Give me my gear. I gotta go." And as she goes, Spinner stops her and be like, "Toga, I know that we're a gang of strays that happen to find each other, but you're not the only one feeling messed up over twice. I know doing that as we please is the villain way, but you'd better come back to us." It was a cool little moment. I missed this little side of the League of Villains where, like, even though they've expanded, the homies are still the homies. You know, like their core group is what's important to each one of them. It's a good sense of camaraderie. It's like a reverse, like, friendship group, like protagonist group. It's a little kinship I've always admired with the League of Villains. As Ururaka and Suyu are managing the situation in the city, Ururaka gets pulled aside by this old lady who is calling for her help to get her husband out because he is bedridden and this old lady can't carry her. So she follows this old lady, and it turns out that this old lady was Toga in disguise. Big 2-page spread of her being fully naked, and I was immediately uncomfortable. And you know, they're just fighting within this apartment as I guess Toga's getting dressed again. At some point, she finally just like pulls up on Ururaka, pins her to the ground with a knife, and Toga finally asks her, "What do you want to do with me?" And Ururaka's like, "You fucking just killed an old woman and stole her blood just to ask me a question like that? Just 2?" Toga says, and she's like, "Listen, I'm trying to save every life I can right now. If you get in my way, then I'm going to stop you right here and now." And that's where the chapter ends. I'll say, I
need a whole week off to make this whack-ass female fight. No, it's not whack because it's a female fight, just to be clear. It's whack because I know they're not going to get the shine that I want them to.
Yeah, I get what they're going for here, and I feel like this is supposed to be this big moment of development for both of these characters, but I'm also like, this feels like a commercial break for the most important thing that's happening over there.
Yeah.
It just really broke up the action.
When I was reading this chapter, I wasn't really excited for it. I was just like,
right?
This feels really out of place. Like, this doesn't feel like the right place to be doing it, the right time to be doing this.
Yeah.
But, like, part of me is like, I guess this is the only time something like this could happen because otherwise she would be accompanied by a hero, right? So I guess this is the only time you could do it, but it's just like when I read, I just read like a lot of One Piece. Like I just caught up on it. I read a couple arcs that I missed out on, and it's like whenever Oda does something like this, it still captivates you. You know, like everything that like if it splits off from the main line, like it's still interesting. There's still something that's going to captivate you. Like there's always something, a mystery that you want to know about. But when it did it here, it's like it's not really as interesting as like what's going on with the main story.
Well,
so,
I think the reason that why that is when Oda does it, it's usually like very relevant to what's going on, like or is like comes back later to affect the arc that it's in. Like it's a part of the story. So like for example, when Usopp and Robin in Dressrosa just like go on their little side adventure with the Tontada, that amounts to something.
Yeah.
In the same arc, and I feel like this is a weird. And I don't know what the point of this is yet, so it's hard to judge it on that.
I obviously it could end up leading. You know, we don't know what's going on in this person's mind. I like to say, like, you know, before we wrap up this chapter anyway, that like, you know, specifically with One Piece, we're given little build up in almost every chapter at weird points here, like constantly, where I feel like with My Hero Academia, he's very, very particular. Not even particular. Like you know exactly when there's development going on, and he dedicates a chapter to it or half a chapter. He's methodical about how he does it. Where with One Piece, it's kind of always happening in small amounts and large amounts, in world building amounts when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? It's predictable, but also less predictable. You know it's happening, but the way it happens is constantly changing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it's
sorry.
This we know the rhythm and the flow of My Hero Academia, which is what frustrates me, right? And I always talk about, and we all thought this. We all said literally the same thing, which was, yeah, this is kind of weird. I'm not hyped for this right now. Because, yeah, we could feel it. We could feel that this was thrown at us to be like oh, man, Ochako's going to get a fight. And no, nigga, you can't just... And it's weird because this series is good, but I'm going to be critical. Like, no, nigga, like, boo, your man just running through cities right now. This guy, Shigaraki, still, you know what I'm saying, kind of out of commission. I think I gotta see how he wraps it up. They're nice.
I think you hit it right in the head, because I think like what I was trying to explain, you got it. What happens is he seems to concentrate all of these like moving parts in chunks, so they just kind of butt in on each other for long amounts of time.
Yeah,
I feel like if there are like people out there who like take movies and recut them and re-edit them, so like they're maybe at a better pace, and I feel like My Hero Academia could use that a little bit right now, where maybe if they sprinkled in this little moment with the stuff that's happening with Deku and stuff like that during the fight with Shigaraki before they entered the One for All world, if they just like paced this a little better and like interspersed everything, so we could have all of these moments building up to something, you know, it would feel more exciting, and it'd be involved in the pacing of what was already going on. Right now, it just feels like a screeching halt to what like the crazy revelations that we got last week about One for All and the stuff that's been plaguing this series for the whole entirety of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not bad. That's the thing. It's not bad. It's just like weirdly paced. But I'm not disinterested to see where this is going. So, you know, I guess we'll have to see next chapter in 2 weeks because My Hero Academia is on break.
Personally, Toga is my least favorite of the League of Villains. So I'm not really interested in her storyline per se. So I don't know.
I thought her thing in My Villain Academia was very interesting.
Yeah, that was.
She used to be my least
Everything
favorite.
Everything was being paced well, and there was a reason, you know, and that was the moment. That was her spotlight. And this is just kind of, well, what's she going to get out of this? Oh, you really don't want to kill people? You just want to see them be punished for doing crimes, and then hopefully they'll be good after it? Like, you
I mean, we'll have to see, man. I guess this is gonna be
I know she's psycho already. Is that what's going on? We know she's mentally not there, and this is her route to healing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work that way.
No, I agree. It's a weird thing. We'll have to see how it plays out, but we're not. I guess the consensus is that we're not thrilled.
I'm impressed with Brian. I really am. Really am.
You broke from the shackles of your fandom.
You did, man. It's not easy, bro. It hurts, doesn't it?
This is the first chapter where, like, in a while, where I was just like, damn, dude, I am not feeling hyped for the next chapter right now.
Yeah.
Like, the last couple chapters, I'm like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then this chapter, it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's because we're getting so much lore, and then it's also like, now let's focus on Toga.
You get these moments with them acting all chummy. The lizard guy's like, yeah, I know we're all villains, and we do it.
I like that moment. I thought that
make it back. Cool. I like it, but it just feels hollow. Because, man, are y'all really cool?
I think they are. I think they're core. Like, they're mean.
What's the plan again?
They're mean to each other because they're villains, but, you know, at the end of the day, they love each other. Is what I'm supposed to get.
It's like a Suicide Squad, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're the Suicide Squad. But yeah, I mean, I guess that was My Hero Academia. Any closing thoughts? All right.
Just let's see next chapter, see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
That was My Hero Academia.